Man, I love beef jerky and I cannot lie. No other one can deny that when I put a strip right into my mouth, all I want to do is scream and shout, hey, 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 hey! Eat beef jerky every day. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Brian's Jerky Journey. It's going to be episode number 59. With me, the guy doing episode number 59. Looking anything but fine. Disheveled as hell, but man, when I eat jerky, it makes me feel swell. Host in the place to be, the notorious Brian G. So episode 59, we're going to be doing a special unboxing tasting edition from the South Yarmouth, Massachusetts, Cape Cod region Beef Jerky Outlet, which again I've told you about in prior episodes. Actually, I'm sorry, they're in West Yarmouth, not South Yarmouth. My bad. But yeah, I've been to this location multiple times. I actually have a tote bag here. If you spend more than $75, you get this bag to use as your shopping bag. I have a couple of those bags. So, in my defense, unlike now, I was working when I bought it. So it kind of lends into my, I'll say a 90-second recap real quick. I just wanted to give, first off, big thanks to everybody who liked, commented, sent me private messages regarding last week's special tribute episode to my golden retriever Charlie, who we had to put down early last week at the age of 13. It's been a rough week during that time. It wouldn't necessarily say it was impacting my job prospects, but I do know for a fact that I had an interview the day we were going to euthanize him that night. And I didn't want to do it, to be honest with you, but the guy looked like he was interested in talking to me. And I went in for the interview and ended up finding out a couple days ago that I didn't get it. So I wasn't being called back for the next round. So for what it's worth, these companies lately that have been passing have been mostly companies I wasn't necessarily interested in to begin with. So right now I'm in the running with literally a half dozen companies right now. Still mostly in the second round phase. I have first interview today, and then Friday, Monday, and Tuesday I have second interviews with 3 other places. So just trying to stay busy. I know and a little bit of good news, my boss, who was let go of me the same day, he actually just got a job last Friday. So he was in there. He was actually in our old office yesterday picking up his stuff. He called me afterwards and said it was a surreal experience, given how empty it is there. And sadly, just from the looks of it, it doesn't sound like they're planning on bringing anybody back at all now. So I'm pretty much, pardon my language, shit out of luck when it comes to going back there. And it's really sad. Makes me upset on top of me being already upset enough as it is personally with what's going on. It's just, how companies act during this time, and it's just unfortunate. And I mean, this was a situation where I was at this company just a couple months shy of 5 years, and that was a goal of mine when I took on this job. And in the midst of almost accomplishing that goal, I really did enjoy what I did. I didn't mind being paid what I was being paid for at that time, and commute was minimal, so I had a really good work-life balance. So it's going to be a challenge to find something to duplicate that, but I'm hopeful that I'll find something that just gives me the chance to shine in the next opportunity. So I'll put my LinkedIn on there. People are on LinkedIn if you want to check me out, if you want to connect. If you guys know anything, please, by all means. I welcome any chance for networking. I value that. Even if it's an opportunity, and that's the thing, that company on Monday, that was a word-of-mouth opportunity. I didn't even apply for the job. I was referred for it from somebody else, and it just wasn't a good fit. But I value those, and I put a lot of weight on those. So, because to me, it's not just a matter of I want to look good for them, but it's for them that I really want to do that for. So I appreciate it. Thanks to all that have done it, in some cases multiple times, and by all means, if you continue to see that, keep sending all my way. So, all right. So a little bit over the 90-second mark. Again, Beef Jerky Outlet. They are located on Route 28. So 28 is one of the main back roads of the Cape. Just a little backstory. In terms of the Cape, people are familiar with the Cape Cod region in Massachusetts. It's basically, if you see the map of Massachusetts and you see it kind of slope a little bit, like kind of hook out, and people in Massachusetts know exactly where the Cape is, but it basically kind of creates a little bit of a bay, and they call it Cape Cod Bay. And Cape Cod, because they're very popular fishing destination, cod was huge at that time, so that's why they called it Cape Cod. So my family, as I've mentioned before, My parents, I would say like 15 years ago, my dad was diagnosed with a very early on stage prostate cancer. It was one of those things where he was he only had one brother, an only older brother who got diagnosed with it, and they told my uncle to tell my father to get tested because it could be hereditary. And so once my father found out about it and got tested, and he felt fine. They found out that he actually was in the beginning stages of it, and it was something that he might have been fine for the next 3 to 6 months. And if they'd waited that much longer, it could have gotten worse and not treatable. So, so my uncle basically saved my father's life in that aspect. So, he had prostate cancer, got it treated, beat it, and at that point realized it was time to kind of, he didn't want to wait till, he was in his early 50s when this happened. He didn't want to wait till later on in life to really kind of enjoy certain things. He loved traveling, they loved Florida, they loved going down to the Cape, and they decided to buy a house down there. And so for 15 years, we've had a house down there. I go down there at least 2 to 3 times a year, try to do a couple holiday weekends and do maybe a week during that time. And for me, it's great because they're located, it's basically where you see it slope, it's like they call it the elbow. So like, this is like Massachusetts, and it goes like this, and slopes like that. My parents' house is right over there. And it's basically right in the middle of where you'd be in the Cape. If you go a little further north, so if you go further north from there, you get to the tip is Provincetown. That's right at the tip of the end of the state. But if you go further north, like you're going away, Yarmouth will be in that spot. Route 6 is the main highway that kind of takes you from the beginning to the end of the Cape, and 28 kind of runs along it. So this Beef Jerky Outlet is in right on Route 28. It's actually in a very popular area for tourist-related activities. There's actually a trampoline water park right across the street from it. So the last time I was there was Labor Day of last year, not this year. We had taken our kids to the trampoline water park. Every time I go down there, I want to go there. And I looked at this as the perfect opportunity to not take time away from the family. And while we were across the street on the way back, stop by and get some stuff. So I bought a bunch of stuff during that time. It's great. Awesome time. So a friend of mine, somebody who had initially started working with our kids for some of their special ed services, no longer doing that, but we've developed friendships, and as this is the case, you develop these friendships because they're in close contact with your kids, and they form a bond, so you form a friendship with these people. And she was vacationing down there and loves the beef jerky journeys that I'm on. And every time she's down there or in an area, like she goes up to Conway. Conway's got some jerky establishments up there as well. And she's from Vermont. She'll hit up some spots in Vermont as well. She'll always ask me, hey, you interested in getting anything? And I'm just like, yeah, surprise me. So she normally does bring back some stuff from time to time. This is a situation where, unfortunately, this year, given what's going on with the pandemic, they're very limited stock. And for liability purposes, obviously, they probably didn't want to have anything that could be touched by other people and all that. Because if anyone's been to a BJO, as they call it, they will have different sections in the store that have basically like mildness levels. So you have like maybe a mild to a medium to hot, and then you might have some exotics like some ox or venison or alligator, like these really exotic types of flavors, and they'll have it throughout the store, stationed out very nicely. But in between each section, they'll have a sample station. They probably did away with that right now, but in the past, they'd have a sample station with like little pieces of each of the flavors, and you can just basically with the little tong pick it up and put it in your hand and then taste it, so so you find out for yourself first and foremost if you want to buy it, because let's be honest, fellow jerky buyers, it's not cheap. So you want to get kind of an idea as to what you are interested in, and the people who work there are fantastic. They're very knowledgeable as well. So if you kind of get feedback from them in terms of what do you think for an exotic, what do you think for like more of a medium or a hot, what kind of reaper would you say, pepper or reaper is probably the most spicy or least spicy, that. They're very knowledgeable, so they give their feedback. So they didn't have much there for her to look at. So, but you can special order it because it's just a chain. So they have a fulfillment center that fulfills these orders online. So she was down there, she couldn't get me anything, but she mailed me a box, and I got that in the mail last week. I normally have done unboxing videos, like prior, and I just thought it'd be cool for this episode number 59 that I just open it up, unbox it as we're doing the review, and then do the review. So let's open up the box from the BJO, Beef Jerky Outlet in West Yarmouth, Massachusetts. Hopefully I don't stab myself here. And in the past, I mean, I've done, I've had people bring me stuff from them as well. I mean, again, they're a great alternative. They're a great option locally, and you can pretty much find them somewhere where you live. Again, where I live in the Northeast, in the New England region, is pretty much this location down the Cape Cod region. There's one in upstate New York as well, so the Northeast. So. All right, so I got the box open. Got a little bit of packaging right here, so it's still a surprise. Take the package out, and let's see, as I see, what we got. So, all right, look at that. We got bison. Hickory smoked bison. So again, this is something where they'll have it in particular sections in the store, so you can look at it. And it's like, oh, okay, some bison here, some alligator, some fish base, some turkey base, and all that. So we got bison. We have venison, which literally I just talked about, and then what else we got here? Nice little Bill is the guy's name at that location. Thank you. And then honey barbecue smoked turkey. So, yeah, so I'm a big honey barbecue fan. I know a review way back, I'd done something on Sweet Baby Ray's. They did a Sweet Baby Ray's based jerky, and they have honey barbecue sauce that I love. And several of their barbecue sauces that I've used, as either a condiment on stuff or even as a marinade. So, yeah. So we have these three here. I will just quickly pause this and take a picture of it. And we're back. So much for pausing it. I have to use this more regularly to get used to it. So, all right. So I took a picture of it. Venison, bison, and turkey. What I'm going to do, I've done it in the past when I've gotten large samples from a vendor. I'm literally just going to toss them around the back. I'm going to grab one blindly and taste it and do the review. So I got venison. So this is hickory smoked. So the venison and the bison are both hickory smoked from Premium Midwestern is the name of the brand. It is a 4-ounce package. So it is 4 servings in this, for your standard 1-ounce serving. There is nutritional content. I will leave it in the description line down below. And I'll put the Weight Watcher serving and package size right here. Just a little bit of information regarding them. This is, just make sure I have this here. Best eaten, if there's a best eaten date here. It's got a fresh lock zipper, which when you tear this here, you'll see the perforation right here. So that should be able to maintain it. I'm just looking to see where there's a best by date, if there is one. Okay, expires March of 21. That's what it says here. A little, I don't know if you can read that or not, but it's basically embedded right here. You have to kind of squint your eyes to do it, and I don't have my glasses on, and I'm pretty much legally blind when I don't have my glasses on for the most part. So all right, so refrigerate after opening. They're almost like little bites, just looking at the package, which again, I think it just lends to the type of animal used for them. So it's going to be probably more of a leaner, drier experience probably for the venison compared to the cow. So, all right, so let's see what it says here in the back. There's a little bit of a description here in the back. Here it says, thank you. You have just purchased the finest snack meat product available. Venison is a lean and healthy meat product prized by the world's finest chefs. Excuse me. It's lean, high protein, low cholesterol qualities. Make it the perfect snack. Thank you for trying our products. We are certain you will savor each flavorful piece. All right. So, without further ado, let's dig in to the hickory smoked venison. Kippered nuggets. So again, that's what these are, kippered nuggets from Premium Midwestern, a sportsman favorite. 25% ranked score on tenderness, texture, and initial scent. So initial scent, I'm smelling a smokiness. I'm going to grab a couple pieces here. Yeah, so it's almost got like a sausage component to it in terms of the leanness. Very thick piece. You don't even need to tear it. It's not a strip because they're nuggets. So tenderness, it's It actually feels tender, but it feels like you have to really put effort into it if you want to rip it, and you don't. They're nuggets. They're basically bite size. So yeah. And then I don't know why I'm not necessarily using this as a basis, but like just kind of feeling any filminess on my hands after touching it. It feels a little sticky, but nothing like too bad to the point where I have to like wipe it on my legs. And I'm still wearing shorts when I'm in the house, so I'm just wiping on my knee, my bare knee right now. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 4. So again, I got kind of a decent scent off of it, initial scent off of it. Taking more of a scent and getting a smell aspect. Again, you can tell it's saying hickory smoked, so I'm feeling like there's going to be a smokiness to it, but it also kind of has again like a sausage taste to it, like those sausage sticks that I've tried in the past. So I'm going to give it a 4 as well for scent and smell. Let's see how this chews and tastes. It's a very unique taste, I feel like I have had venison in the past before. I've had bison too, for sure, but it's got like a sausagey type of taste to it. And I've just been so busy the last month. Outside of doing reviews, I really haven't been eating jerky as much as I used to, which I think is good in this case now because I haven't been eating it enough to get to the point where I'm just like used to eating it. So each experience now I think is very unique and authentic. So very interesting taste. It's 4 ounces, like four servings. I can't eat all this right now, especially with 2 other bags. So I'm gonna give it a 4 as well for chewiness and taste. For overall score of 4 out of 5 for the that. So yeah, all right. I have bison next to me. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna mix up. I'm gonna go with turkey, then venison, and bison kind of being the closest to beef. So this is from the Beef Jerky Experience. And the other one's from Premium Midwestern as well. So very interesting here. It is a 3-ounce package for 3 servings. Again, nutritional content here. Put them down in the description line below. Put the Weight Watcher points there. It says usually devour within seconds. If not, refrigerate open bag within 3 days. It is best if used by July 28, 21. It's locally owned. It has a heat rating back here. It's pretty cool. So it's a rating from 0 to 10, 0 being no heat, 10 to being very hot. It's 2, so it's very mild, which doesn't surprise me. It's honey barbecue. It's not going to have that. It's got the sweetness that makes it really mild. Honey barbecue flavored smoked turkey. That's pretty much it. It's a snack pack, they say. And 3 servings in a bag right here. It's tender smell. So, all right, let's dig into the smoked turkey, the honey barbecue flavored smoked turkey from the Beef Jerky Experience, courtesy of the West Yarmouth, Massachusetts, Cape Cod region based Beef Jerky Outlet. Tenderness, texture, initial scent. Yep, alright, so I got a barbecue, I can smell barbecue. So unlike the venison, which were nuggets, these are not. These are kind of your more traditional strips. And turkey, again, it's got kind of it's got a thickness similar to beef, but it's definitely leaner. It's definitely more tender. The texture is definitely easier to tear. Minimal effort here to do that. Very minimal dryness, which you kind of get on a turkey. It's a little moister. It's got a flavor pack sealer in there, so moisture sealer, so it preserves it longer, and that's why it lends to having that expiration date be as long as it is. So, so yeah, so I like it. I'm gonna give it a 4 for tenderness, texture, initial scent and smell. Again, I'm getting a barbecue scent, more of a straight barbecue. I'm not necessarily smelling any honey or sweetness component to it. I'm thinking it's gonna translate more into the how it tastes, but it's got a nice scent to it. The smell makes me intrigued. The smell gives me an idea there's gonna be barbecue component, and I'm intrigued by the packaging to see where the honey aspect ties into that. So I'm gonna give that a 5 for scent and smell. Let's see how this chews and tastes. Almost fell out of my mouth. Oh yeah. Immediately you just know. When you put it in your mouth, it's like, okay, there's a honey. There's a smoky. Put Put it all together. What do you got? Yum. So that's pretty good. My black and white cats are under this table right now, begging that I drop something. All right. Again, like the venison, this is 3 servings. We're talking 7 servings right here. I gotta put it in the fridge for now. I'm gonna give that a 5 as well. So 5 with trueness and taste. But I say it's probably 4.75 if I'm correct for the overall score for that. Let's go to the last one. Hickory smoked bison from Premium Midwestern, which did the venison. Let's see here. Okay, so it's going off what I know here. Reading off the bottom here, this is good until August of 21. 4-ounce package, Kippered nuggets, similar to that. See, Fresh Lock, Sportsman favorite, just like the other one. Messaging is somewhat similar. If I just take a quick look here, it's just basically swapping out venison for bison. But let's just go through here. It's just saying you have just purchased the finest snack meat product available. Finest snack meat product available. So that's a difference there. Bison is a lean and healthy meat product prized by the world's finest chefs. It's lean, high protein, low cholesterol qualities make a perfect snack. Thank you for trying our products. We are certain you will savor each flavorful bite. I think it's bite. The price tag's right over it, actually. Peace. All right. Let's get into it. 10-minute section this time. Hickory smoked on the... So again, Kippered nuggets. Just like the other one. You got kind of a filmy feel, but you're not seeing anything resembling it. So I don't know if it's just a phantom feel or whatnot. But again, these are little bite-sized nuggets, so you don't have to do really any tearing. But they're definitely... Uh-oh. Just lost one. Yeah. So they're kind of slippery little suckers. Yeah, so they're you can move them around, but it's almost got kind of a, again, because they're so small, the processed, how it's processed to make it that small, just kind of lends it to something where you just throw it in your mouth. So, 4 10-minute section scent. Again, scent and smell. Again, this kind of like with the venison, you can kind of smell the smokiness. Whether or not you can smell the hickory aspect of the smokiness, I can't tell. But I will give it a 4 as well for scent and smell. And as we end this special unboxing review edition, episode number 59, of various samples from the Beef Jerky Outlet out of West Yarmouth, Massachusetts, to see how this hickory smoked bison chews and tastes. So, something about how this is made has kind of a, I want to call it like a sausage component. So you're not necessarily getting, I feel like when you have traditional beef jerky and it strips, there's like kind of a freshness component to how it's made that you can kind of, I think jerky is one of those things you like to chew on it. It's a good stress reliever, but you also like to rip a piece off with your mouth. Thank God vegetarian wife isn't here right now. She'd be like, ugh, she'd be like nauseous, but. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I like that. I like the nuggets aspect. It's definitely a nice road trip jerky. Put it in a bowl, maybe give your kids in the backseat. If you're taking a long road trip, and in my case, I have a minivan with a DVD player in it. You want to play a movie for the kids. Could be something for them to snack on while they're watching the movie while we're on the road for hours at a time. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna give that a 4 for trueness and taste. Overall score, a 4 for that. Oops, like that, not that. Although that is a very, as I call it, masshole thing to say. But yeah, 4s all around for the bison. So that'll do it for episode number 59. Like this video, leave a comment down and let me know what you think of past videos, as well as future jerky I might not have tried that I can try for a jerky jam journey down the road. Also, if you like what you're seeing and you want to see this channel grow, be sure to click on the subscribe button below, or you can click it here. You can watch prior videos here. And then you can look down in the description line for my other social media channels where you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, See the notorious Brian G and Brian's Jerky Journey on the IG. So that'll do it for episode number 59 of Brian's Jerky Journey. Hope you enjoyed this journey with me and you join me in the next one. Thanks.
Brian's Jerky Journey is past. If you don't like jerky, kiss my ass.